Sound the trumpets! It's me! Anyways, yes, I know I haven't posted in like 9 months. 8, 9 months. Sound the bandwagon, sound the trumpets, but this is not a motivational video. This is more of those who seek advice on this one topic that I seem to have a mastery on, only because my beautiful mother and my personal life experiences has made me a master. Not because I wanted to master it, but it's something where it's prevalent and it's there. I've seen it in my Facebook messages. I've seen it on my people who I know personal level. You know what I'm saying? From school, from sports, anything, you name it, military, everything, all across the board. There's at least one person with this issue. So I'm gonna talk to you one-on-one. You. Whether it's, because it's technically speaking with other people, and including me, but I mastered this only because of someone very personal in my life, the one that gave me life. Not to throw you under the bus, Mom, but yes, you. Has given me this mastery. And how do I feel about it? I don't feel any animosity towards my mother, any form. No. It's like, listen. But you do have to understand, mother, father, uncle, aunt, whoever, friend, military buddy, battle buddy, everybody, you have failed in this one topic. That doesn't mean you're a bad parent. That does not mean that. Not at all. Because I have somebody in previous life form when I was, a different person, lack of a better word, that's doing this. And you have to think about it that, you know what? You're not hurting the person that you think you're hurting. You're hurting someone totally innocent. Someone who has nothing to do with this situation. And this is where I try to use reason when reason does not exist. For example, I steal from you. Let's say, constantly, I'm stealing. But never say sorry. You know what I'm saying? So you say, you know what? I'm going to shun everybody in my life from you. Type of thing. Or every time that person you say, hey, Humberto Perez did a video. I don't care about that person. Type of thing. You give that negative vibe because, okay, something negative happened to you personally. So, in the military, when, I was in the Army and in the reserve unit that I was in, everybody had a complaint of their spouse. Everybody. It was like, oh, I do this and she doesn't do that, or he does this and he doesn't do that. Whatever it is. Listen, you know who I'm talking about. It does not matter. Understand this. I'm going through something worse than you, but it doesn't matter. See how it is? Doesn't matter. Because the thing about it, you got to think about it is this way. Perfect example. My son's birthday was yesterday, in which you should be subscribing to SPC Perez to see the beautiful pictures I have of him and taken from like 2-3 years ago. Because he is 3. He's 3. So anyways, I have a 3-year-old. According to the military, I don't, but whatever. I have a 3-year-old. So, long story short, let's go down the list. You have somebody, right? Like myself, just to not throw shade to anybody. My mother. Oh, your father did this to me. Your father didn't do this for you. Listen, okay, granted. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm a product of my father. I'm a product of that person in which you have so much negativity to say. Something must have been not negative for you to actually have a family with the person. You know what I'm saying? So how can you state so much negativity towards a person when you, for one, are pro-choice? And I'm just like, okay, so you had the choice. The choice was always there. But you didn't do it for whatever reason. For whatever reason. I cannot speak for that person. Now, let's just say this is going to be a lengthy video. Probably, maybe, hopefully. And hopefully you stay tuned, because I might give you good advice. Because I give my own self this advice. I'm like, okay, if my father was such a bad guy to you, why don't I have to pay for it? Why do I have to be mad at him for the rest of my life? What good can that do? You know, because I always dreamed about the father-son type thing. My father was in the military, I'm in the military. You know, we can talk about... No, we didn't have that relationship. So it's okay, hey, fine. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter, I didn't look for that relationship. And I'm currently not looking for that relationship. I know what I have in front of me, in front of my eyes. Sorry to throw jabs at you, Dad, but you're not perfect. As much as you would think you are. Same thing goes for me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, Humberto, look in the mirror. You are your father's son. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of people might be saying, yeah, you should take that advice for yourself. Anyways, moving forward. So, this is a very dark topic, very personal topic, but you try to look at it with a different face. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say my life is worse than yours, you have it better than me. I'm not trying to say none of that. I'm just trying to say is we have all different ways of thinking of life. Let's just say you haven't seen your kids since, I don't know, April. Like someone I know. But the person who's doing that, whether it's the mother or the father, thinks, hey, I'm doing this because he hurt me. Oh, Craig, listen to that sentence. He never hurt the child, or she never hurt the child. So why are you kidnapping that child? Why are you trying to think that, oh, this child is going to be better off without that person? I never heard of that. People usually have to have that person in their life to be better. Like myself. Okay, my father was periodically in my life. So I'm like, okay, I have to be all the time in my son's life. Okay, now I can't, but whatever. That's a different story for a different day. Which is why I keep these videos going or try to think of personal life ways of how to go about things differently without breaking any laws. So, I'm telling you, sit down, grab popcorn, make some popcorn. This is going to be a lengthy video. Only because it's so much layers to it. So that's what I'm saying. How can, this is just a general question, how can a child be better than their parent if they only have one? You can talk to the person, hey, your dad or your mother did this to me, you did. That's great. That's awesome. When they have cognitive sense, they'll be like, that's to you. Like, I love my mother to death. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people might call me a mama's boy. But at the same token, it's like, but you had a kid with my dad knowing that he's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Okay. According to her. Okay. But I have to be mad at him because of you? That doesn't make sense. I have to be mad at him for my own personal reasons. Why are you mad at your dad? My mommy told me to be mad at him. See how that sounds? Doesn't sound good. Now, if you tell me, why are you mad at him? Oh, he didn't come for a meeting that we had. Like, I told him to come. He didn't come. Great. You have a personal relationship, a personal reason to be angry at that person, to be disappointed at the person, because he did not live up to his par. With that being said, with all this layer of this three-dimensional juicy cake, red velvet, my favorite, red velvet cake, we have to take a bite out of it and say, you know what? Unfortunately, he's right. Because taking away that parent, whether it's the mom or the dad, think about it. What good could that come from? What good can that be? There's a lot of single moms that does fascinating jobs. Granted, my mother was one of them. But I cannot be mad because you're mad. See what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's not the same at all. You know, and then when that person like myself, I was 19, 20 years old at one point in my life, and I said, hey, let me talk to my dad and see why he is the way he is. And then he gave me his version 20 years later. But he gave me the version. All I'm trying to say is, in this 10-minute video, is nothing good can come from keeping a father away from his son, keeping a mother away from the son, keeping any immediate family member towards that offspring. Whether you're mad at that person, do the adult thing, swallow your pride, and move forward. And do something very mature and say, you know what, we have this kid together. We have to negotiate something where you see him and I have the weekend off, or you see him during the week and I have the weekend, whatever it is. Because that is only way to make the kid say, you know what, I'm going to be better than my parents. My parents were crazy. I had to be in the weekend with my dad. No, I'm going to be there for my son. I'm going to be there for my daughter. I don't care if they hate me. I don't care if they want to love me. I don't care, none of that. But that's what I'm saying. Give that person a chance to mess up on his own or her own merits. You know what I'm saying? Don't take that away because you have animosity. Don't do that. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell button, comment something if you agree, if you don't agree. If the video was too long, please let me know. I know the video is a little lengthy. Just hearing my voice over and over and over again. But yeah, everybody's going through this. I'm seeing my inbox on Facebook going crazy. So anyways, I love you guys. Stay safe. Sorry for the late video. Sorry for the lengthy video. But, okay, now it's going on 12 minutes. But anyways, love you guys. See you later.